Well, there's Dayton. Look, I don't know why TLC has just erased Dayton out of the series, but I mean, hello. We're human beings. Naturally, when a person from a TV show that we've been watching for years just disappears, we're going to be like, where's Dayton? Thank you to the Sister Wise fan who went to Reddit and posted this for a topic of discussion while we are awaiting new episodes of this show. Now, before we get into the latest, welcome back to my channel. I don't know how you got here, but I'm so glad you're here. If you're new here, I hope you stick around and subscribe. Hit that notification bell beside subscribe. Make sure it's set to all so you'll be notified whenever I upload. The birds are chirping. It is a beautiful day, so I'm outside and we're going to discuss all the things. Somebody took to Reddit and posted this would be my reaction to. I don't think I've ever empathized with Dayton, Aurora, and Breanna, but what the F is this clown going to tell me now? Energy is on point here. This was clearly from a recent episode and recent season. I wouldn't say season 19 because I didn't see this in season 19. But the fact that it is in Robyn Brown's... Look at her right there, by the way. Do you see her in the reflection? The fact that it is in Robyn Brown's Flagstaff home tells me that this was a Flagstaff filming event here. Now, people took to the comments, by the way, because Dayton's face says it all. He's like, what the... LOL, Dayton's face. That guy's exhausted and has 0 F's left to give. I so wish we had more screen time with Dayton. I sense he has some gems to share. I sense that might be why Robyn probably don't allow Dayton to be filmed, because she knows that Dayton probably has no filter. Dayton will say the truth because that's all he knows. There's a lot of people like that in this world. They just say the truth, okay? They don't sugarcoat, not nothing. Hello, relatable. But I'm pretty sure Robyn knows that, and I'm pretty sure that's why we don't see Dayton on the screen. Now, there's a lot of chitter-chatter online saying Dayton moved back with his daddy, and we did talk about that. There are no confirmations on that, just like there's no documents proving he legally changed his name back. So there are documents and there is proof, which I showed over here, of Robyn and Kody's latest home, the $2.1 million McMansion, having David Brown and her mama on the deed, on the property records, on who lives there. Why would David Brown, why would that name be on there? By the way, my dog is hacking up a lung in the background. That's how I feel about Kody and Robyn. How was old enough, and he was old enough and spent enough time with the older OG kids to know that Kody and Robyn are full of shit and some shady yet not very bright people. Probably one of the sadder outcomes of this whole moving to Flagstaff and busting the family up is that these kids actually have relationships with their siblings, the OG kids, as actual siblings, and Robyn and Kody saw fit to not only alienate them, but also poison them into believing their bullshit that the OG kids never accepted them and didn't like them. Those two are on a whole different level of shitty people. See, that's what I've always said too, because this season, Breanna and Aurora both said, well, we learned that the other kids didn't accept us. Well, where did you learn that from? Your mama? I don't understand what was this reaction to. Kody letting them know the polygamy law in Utah changed. They literally have 0 F's to give, in my opinion. Hey, kids, a thing you don't want to do in a religion we don't practice is legal in a state we don't live in. How fun. Here are some legal things that you can do in other states that you may want to do. Weed is legal in California. Prostitution is legal in the state we used to live in. Gambling is legal there too, but not here, except for sports bettings. You can do that in a lot of places. You can also practice whatever religion you want without your dad's permission. Leaving the house and accompanied by one of us is also okay in all 50 states, including Arizona. Shh, don't tell. My people, the look on their faces says it all. Her kids always look miserable. Crazy, out of 18 kids, not one is interested in plural marriage or the AUB. Even when two married people in or closely related to AUB and almost all extended family does or had practice, it just shows what a horrible job Kody did as the head of the household and the one in charge of their divine spiritual teachings. This would be my face. I cannot. Is Dayton 45? I'm sure he feels 45. Dayton looks like he should be playing an Elder Cunningham. These girls creep me the F out. Same. It's the long, unkept, unstyled hair with the blank faces. LOL. Dayton, like, what? WTF now? It's giving next season on The Walking Dead. These poor kids couldn't care less. The look on their faces says it all. Dayton is over it. Over it. I'm not sure this is exciting to Dayton, Aurora, and Breanna, though. Does it really affect them? Those kids were full of energy and mischievous when they were little. Look what those two dumbasses have done to them. Wish I could use stronger words. As much as those two girls are emulating Robyn and lying for them, they've had their souls sucked out of them. Kids in their 20s will be having some sort of fun with friends and going holidays independently. Kody, Robyn, and TLC should be ashamed. Young people in the exciting prime of their life. Their demeanor is so sad. Dayton is so over their shit. LOL. Dayton is like, what the F? What? Our dad signed over his rights? Yay. In my opinion, when Dayton was banished to the trailer next to the house for not following the COVID rules, that struck fear in those girls. I'm sure Kody and Robyn were not that kind in the follow the rules or you're out. Robyn most likely made Kody buy the trailer, the camper, because no way would she allow Kody to do they are adults bye-bye speech he gave Janelle over her boys. But she would support Kody and everyone has to follow the rules. So these girls already anxious see through the consequences of Dayton having to leave. Lesson learned. Make no decision for yourself and get permission for everything. Ear piercing to being baptized. Those kids looks exhausted from the constant BS being thrown their way. Was Dayton banished from the house for not following COVID rules? I did not know that. I would have looked at that as my free ticket out of there. The middle one looks like the mother of 10 kids. She has that I haven't slept in 6 months and I have laundry to do and supper to cook look. She does. Let me go back. Look at her. That would be Breanna. She's like, I've got shit to do. Oh my God. Look at these kids. Look. What do y'all think about all this? This is, look, it's not even funny. I know I'm laughing, but in reality, I'm going to tell y'all something. If this is really going on behind closed doors, because I'm just assuming this might be an act, okay, from these kids, because their mama has coached them to act, okay? If they are really, in fact, like this in real life, that is sad, alarming, disturbing, and I don't know why no professional therapist has already not done stepped in and said, hello, is there anybody in there? It's very telling when I wouldn't say grown, I'd say young adults look like this, act like this, and still ask for mommy and daddy's permission. It is weird. Don't forget to like and share this video. Also, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell. Besides subscribe, make sure it's set to all, so you'll be notified whenever I upload. Also, don't forget to set your DVRs and mark your calendars. Guess what? 4/20. Happy Easter. TLC is bringing us new episodes of Sister Wives on April 20th, on Easter, at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So set your DVRs and mark your calendars. I love you for watching. I'll see y'all in my next video.